Hi everybody, Dugras here with Dugras Reports. Today I have a challenge for you, and I'm calling it the quarter in a quarter challenge. And what that means is during the fourth quarter of 2023, you have to accumulate 250,000 points, or 250,000 points. Before I dive in, though, on this particular YouTube channel, I talk about finding epic value, including, but not limited to, credit card rewards for the average American, including cashback, points, miles, travel. Does that sound interesting to you? If it does, please subscribe to this channel, and please click the thumbs up button. Let's dive in. So, starting on October 1st of 2023 through and including December 31st, to meet the conditions of this challenge, you have to accumulate 250,000 points. Now, I'll give a little more detail on what I mean by that. We mostly think about your transferable currencies like Chase, Amex, Citi, and CapitalOne, and to an extent non-transferable currencies like Wells Fargo and US Bank. All of those points are very easy. 1 point is a point, and you have to get 250,000 of them. Now, I want this to be something that's just fun, and something I'm inviting all of my viewers and any fellow creators to do. It's not a competition. When it's done, we'll just compare notes, and it'll be fun to see how each of us took different paths to getting to 250,000 points. I'm not going to set hard and fast rules, but I'll give some general rules of thumb. So if you have something that is other than a, Citi, CapitalOne, Amex, Chase, Wells Fargo, US Bank kind of point, the rule is you can't value it at more than 1 point is 1 point. Now, I know some people might say, like, American Airlines points are worth even more because they're harder to accumulate, or Alaska miles, those kind of things. But again, we're just going to lump those all in together and say a point is a point, and you just got to get to 250,000 of them. Now, some points people generally value at less than a penny per point, and you might be wondering, Dugras, do I have to give some sort of modifier? Can I count those as full value? Like IHG points or Hilton, Marriott, you might think they're less than a penny per point. Or you might have some, obscure bank like PNC that gives you basically the equivalent of 85% of a penny for every point earned. And on those, I'm going to just say, use your best judgment. Whatever you think it's worth. If you need to apply some sort of modifier, like 0.7 for IHG points, or 0.5 for Hilton points, not that I'm trying to trigger anyone, just value it at whatever you think is reasonable. But again, no given currency can be worth more than 1 point. If you want to handicap certain currencies and say they only count partway towards the 250,000 point goal, that's totally up to you. And then as far as when points accrue, it only counts for new sign-up bonuses if you apply for the card on or after October 1st. But in terms of when the points post on the back end, that's totally up to you. If you earn points on, say, December 27th, but it doesn't post to your account until sometime in January, that's fine. You can count those if you want to. If you want to be more strict, you can do that as well. It's totally up to you. Again, it's not a hard and fast competition. It's just a fun thing. As far as things like cash back rewards, just use the, standard convention of $1 is worth 100 points. Move your decimal place to 2 places and we'll all be good. In other words, if you get $100 cash back reward from a credit card or spend or a bank account bonus, that $100 would count as 10,000 points. You can count bank account bonuses if you want to. You can count natural spend. You can count big spend bonuses if you'd like. You can count sign-up bonuses if you'd like. It's totally up to you. Now, what if you get like a free night certificate awarded as part of a sign-up bonus? I guess you can count that if you want. You just count it for whatever you think is fair. I will also give extra credit for whoever gets there in the most unorthodox way. Again, not that it's a competition. It's kind of like whose line is it anyway. The points are meaningless, but we have to have some sort of ground rules for getting there. So I'm really excited to see different ways that people will get there, what creative things you'll come up with, and I think in the diversity of responses, we'll see a lot of fun. I don't know if I'm going to get 4 people to play along with me, or if I'm going to get 100 people to play along with me. And I realize this isn't a particularly high goal. After all, I've read blog posts from places like Frequent Miler and Million Mile Secrets that have said, well, one time I earned 1,000,000 points in a month. Yeah, okay, a quarter is an easy goal to attain. It's just the fun of doing it together and keeping an eye out for what you might have earned. Seeing if, is Chase 524 going to handcuff you and constrain you? One other thing I'll mention is if you have a player 2, you can count them if you want, or you can count them separately, however you want to do it. Combined or separate, choice is completely up to you. Put a comment down below. Let me know if you're planning to participate. Let me know if there's a particular creator you want me to call out to participate in this. And if you have any general thoughts, I look forward to seeing what the community can come up with. As always, may your spending be frugal, and may your points be plenteous.